Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui c'est jeudi le 18 janvier. Le mot de passe, moi aussi, moi non plus. Hopefully you used that as well as our TPR and our question de la semaine, question of the week, to make your flip video yesterday. We have two different activities that we're going to do today. La chanson de la semaine. So we've been looking at this song, Alouette, for a while now. And there is a worksheet that goes along with it that we will look at. And then the other activity for today, and this is actually going to bleed into tomorrow as well. So if you don't finish both of these today, that's fine. If you do one and then the other, either way, they're both due on Friday, just like all of our stuff is. So you don't necessarily need to do both of these today. But this is une infographie, an infographic. So the backstory here is that in a little bit, we're going to start just the first two chapters. I unfortunately don't have access to the book in order to give you full access to the book, but I have access to the first two chapters. So we're going to read the first two chapters of a little novel. It is a novel that's written for first-year French students, so it's not like a novel that is equivalent to what you would read in ELA class. It's a novel for your level of French speakers, so it's very basic. But anyway, we're going to read the first two chapters of that novel. And the novel is called Brandon Brown veut un chien. So the whole story revolves around how Brandon wants a dog. So we're going to look at some statistics about les animaux de compagnie en France, who has animals and what kind of animals are popular, etc. So this, as well as the assignment about Alouette, are both in our Schoology folder for today. Aujourd'hui c'est jeudi, donc voilà. Okay, so for this activity, Alouette body part fill-in, you're going to see an image that you need to label. Okay. So there are two things that you're going to be doing. You're going to categorize the body parts down here. You're going to drag and drop pluriel, any plural body parts up here, and any singulier body parts, les parties du corps au singulier, down here. So you'll drag them from down here. Then you're going to find that there's actually two of each of the body parts down here. And then you'll drag and drop the body parts in to label l'oiseau, l'alouette, this little bird, this little alouette bird. So la tête et les yeux, you'll notice really numéro 9 could be pointing to la tête or les yeux. Numéro 12 could also be pointing to la tête or les yeux. So la tête, les yeux, as long as you put one in numéro 12 and one in numéro 9, I don't care which one you put where because those are pretty much interchangeable. All the rest are, there is a correct answer. So just make sure that when you're dragging these up here, you're not just putting them in willy-nilly, you're putting them to where the actual body part, the arrow is pointing to that body part. You're putting that word in the label. Okay, and then up here for les parties du corps au singulier, les parties du corps au pluriel, there is no specific order you need to put those in. Any order is fine as long as you categorize them correctly. Okay, désolé, I'm not sure if you can hear that. My coffee maker is making coffee behind me. La deuxième activité, infographie des animaux de compagnie. So for this one, you're going to have just a document to open. and you're going to see une infographie. I like to use infographics as reading comprehension activities because they are succinct. There aren't a ton of words on them. They're not overwhelming. Obviously, they include pictures because infographic, that's kind of the whole point, is it's a graphic that gives you information. And so they're great for learning facts and doing some reading comprehension practice when you're learning a language. So you're going to use l'infographie up here to answer some questions down here. See if you can figure out comment dit-on, pets, comment dit-on at least, breeds, market, billions, per year, food. What is the main idea? And then down here, what is important is not every single detail here can be found in our infographic. So do not check every single one. Put a little X next to the detail if you can find that detail in the infographie. If not, then just leave it blank. And only put an answer in if you check it over here. If you don't put a check mark over here, you don't have to put an answer here. You can just leave it as is. Now we're going the opposite direction. So instead of figuring out how to say words in French, we're looking at some words in French that are given in the infographie, and we're writing down what we think they mean. And then lastly, why do you think that the dog and cat breeds are in the particular order they're in? So just make your best guess there. And that is that activity. So doing each of these, the alouette activity, as well as the activity avec les animaux de compagnie en France. Like I said, they're both officially in today's agenda, but you are welcome to do one of these today and one of these tomorrow, or both of them tomorrow. It doesn't matter to me, but just to kind of spread things out, if you want to do one today and one tomorrow, totally understand that. Okay, et c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. That is it for today. I'll be on the Meet Michon French Online from noon to 12:30. So let me know that way or via email if there's anything I can help you with. Merci, au revoir tout le monde.